Have you ever looked for your glasses and, well, they're already on your head? Yeah, me too. But lately, it's not just about being forgetful. My vision has been getting blurrier. Colors feel a bit duller, and reading small text, yeah, forget it. So I did some digging and I found out something quite surprising. 3 tiny seeds, yep, seeds, you can get them at any grocery store, have been shown to protect your eyes and even slow down age-related vision loss. In this video, I'm going to walk you through each one, not with complicated science talk, just plain old English. Real stories and simple changes that you can try today. Stick with me because your eyesight is too important to leave to chance. Let's start with something tiny, but mighty. Chia seeds. Now, if you're over 60, you might remember these from those old Chia Pet commercials. Do you remember those goofy clay animals that grew green fur when you watered them? Chia seeds, though, aren't just for novelty planters. These little black seeds might just be one of the most powerful foods for your eyesight. I know that sounds like a big claim, but stick with me. Imagine your eyes like a camera. Over time, that camera lens gets scratched, cloudy, and stiff. That's what happens to the human eye as we age. It's very normal. The clear part of the eye, the lens in the retina, starts getting worn down by years of stress, sunlight, and dryness. That's where chia seeds come in. You see, chia seeds are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids. Now, if you're not familiar with omega-3s, they're like the oil that keeps the gears in your body running smoothly, especially in the brain and in the eyes. Most people think of fish when they hear omega-3s, but chia seeds are actually one of the best plant-based sources out there. They also have something called antioxidants, which are like little firefighters in your body. They help put out the tiny little fires caused by stress, pollution, and aging that damage cells in the eye. Now, let's talk about hydration. When you soak chia seeds in water, they swell up and get this jelly-like coating. That gel is great for your gut. Yes, but it's also a sign that these seeds hold a ton of moisture. When you eat them, they help your body retain water, and staying hydrated is one of the easiest ways to protect your eyes from dryness and irritation. And here's the best part. You don't need to change your entire diet. You can just sprinkle a few chia seeds onto oatmeal or yogurt, stir them into a smoothie, or my favorite trick, mix 1 tablespoon of chia seeds into a glass of water at night. Let it sit overnight in the fridge, and by morning, it turns into a thick gel, kind of like a pudding. Add a little honey or cinnamon and boom, eye-loving breakfast. Simple, no pills, no side effects. So, next time you're at the store, grab a small bag of chia seeds, keep them on your kitchen counter so you don't forget. It might feel like a small change, but trust me, it adds up. Tiny seeds, big difference. And that's just the first one. The next seed I want to tell you about is one you might already have in your kitchen, especially if you like snacking in the fall. Pumpkin seeds. Now, before you roll your eyes and say, oh, those? Hear me out. These little green seeds are one of the best natural sources of zinc, and zinc is a lifesaver for aging eyes. Let me explain. Picture your retina. It's the part at the back of your eye that helps you see fine detail, like reading this text or recognizing a loved one's face. As we get older, the retina gets weaker. That's why reading gets harder, or lights start to feel a bit too bright. But studies have shown that zinc helps protect the retina and slows down this age-related decline. I like to think of zinc as a sort of bodyguard. It doesn't do the heavy lifting, but it stands at the door and protects your eye cells from damage. And pumpkin seeds are packed with it. But that's not all. Pumpkin seeds also have vitamin E, which helps fight something called oxidative stress. Now, if you remember from earlier, oxidative stress is just a fancy term for the wear and tear that your body goes through over time, like rust on an old bike. Vitamin E helps stop that rust from building up in your eyes. Now, a quick side note, a lot of older folks take eye supplements that contain zinc and vitamin E, and that's not a bad thing. But if you can get those same nutrients from real food, your body tends to absorb them a lot better. Plus, there are bonus benefits to pumpkin seeds. They're high in magnesium, which helps regulate blood pressure. And high blood pressure is a major risk factor for eye disease. So, how do you eat them then? Very simple. You can eat them roasted, just a handful a day is perfect. You can toss them into salads, grind them into a powder, and maybe mix them with oats, or even just stir them into your yogurt. If chewing is tough for you, try blending them into a smoothie. They add a nice nutty flavor and a bit of creaminess. You can even buy pumpkin seed butter at some stores now. It looks a bit like peanut butter, but it's green and loaded with eye-healthy nutrients. So the next time you're reaching for a snack, skip the chips, skip the cookies, and grab a big handful of pumpkin seeds. Your eyes are definitely going to thank you for it later. And just remember, please, it's not about being perfect. It's about those little changes that add up over time. Now listen, I'm not saying any of these are miracle cures, but if you add even 1 or 2 of these seeds into your daily routine, you are stacking the odds in your favor. And that is what real health is. Small, smart choices that compound over time. Try mixing 1 into your breakfast. Try 2 if you're feeling bold. You might not notice the difference overnight, but your future self will thank you. Alright, take care of those eyes, because you've got a lot of beautiful things left to see, especially in the mirror. See everyone, peace out.